See, guys, permit me if I am not in frame. You see, this monitor pretty much broke everything I know, about trying to take the frame on this monitor. You see, I'm pretty much going to stay like this because from what I can see here, this monitor is massive, it's huge, pretty much covers everywhere, on my desk. So I just have my monitor right there just to ensure that you all still can see this monitor. It is huge. It's the Dell. Give me 1 minute. I just have to read the name because this is not something I can put in my head. The Dell P3421W curved LED, ultra wide QHD IPS monitor. Guys, you haven't seen anything. If you think you have seen everything, believe me, this monitor is going to shock you just like it did shock me. This thing is robust. This thing is huge. This thing is heavy. I'm just not even going to attempt to carry it with one hand because if I do, it's going to flip over and there might just be some little bit of a problem here. Guys, this is something that you might want to consider. I wasn't a big fan of curved monitor up till now, but when I saw this monitor, taking a look at it live here, I am saying to myself, I have to pretty much keep this because this monitor is just simply beautiful. It's huge. Don't worry, guys. I'm struggling right now. I'm even sweating because I'm just trying to battle this monitor to give you guys, a 360, degree view of this monitor right here, guys. I want to tell you that this monitor is simply beautiful. If you are in the market right now, you are not so sure of what to buy, you are telling yourself, yes, I have really worked hard. I deserve something beautiful. I deserve something interesting. This is something you pretty much want to consider. When you have this, you can forget about having 2 monitors because this monitor itself is already bigger than you having 3 monitors. But of course, I understand that there are still certain people that will say to themselves, no, it doesn't matter if this is a 34-inch monitor. I still want to have, 2 of these placed side by side. You can actually go ahead and knock yourself out. But then I am telling you, in case you are still at a crossroad, you see, I'm not going to sit here and begin to tell you the specifications of this monitor, but one thing I do know is that this is an ultra wide QHD monitor and IPS monitor. It's going to give you the best resolution that you pretty much are looking for. If you are into gaming, you are into graphics, whatever you are into, I want to believe that this is the standard when it comes to having a very, very decent monitor. If you go to my channel, you pretty much would have seen that I have covered some monitors. At this point, I can safely refer to those monitors as baby monitors. These monitors pretty much flawed everything I have ever seen. To be honest, this is the first time I'm coming face to face, with a curved monitor. I've always seen it online. I've always seen it on pictures. But me having to stay close to this one right here, I am pretty much shocked. And I believe that if you are not so sure of what to expect, I want to tell you, please, if it's possible for you to actually, visit this monitor wherever it is before you buy it, please do, because you might buy this monitor and it gets delivered to you. You're going to be shocked. You're going to realize that this monitor is simply massive. And if you do not have a big, table, or you do not have the space to actually put this, you are going to be shocked to the point that you might want to think of returning the monitor. But then if you decide to return it, you would have returned a very, very good thing, because monitors like this, they do not tend to come cheap. They come very expensive. But the beautiful thing is that on the Hardware Money Shop, I was able to actually get some few of these. I'm going to be putting them in the Hardware Money Shop where you have the chance to actually buy this monitor. Guys, I'm not going to switch it on right now, but understand that definitely the fact that this monitor is with me, I'm going to be making a lot of content with it. If you are not subscribed to the channel, this is the best thing you want to do for yourself. Go ahead and be subscribed, because you are going to be able to see me, doing a lot of stuff with this monitor, putting it on, taking a look at what kind of specification it has. But in the meantime, if you are thinking to yourself, I want a decent monitor that I can actually remove the screen just like that, man, this thing is heavy, guys. It is simply heavy. Then this monitor right here is something you want to consider. The beautiful thing is that you also have a very solid base, so you won't be scared. If your child is to go play around this monitor, it's not going to tilt over, because, I didn't expect there to do anything different, because any other base would not be able to host this beautiful monitor right here. It's just going to flip over. But right here, you have a very solid base, so you do not have to worry. If you have to, put it on your desk and you have a toddler close by, it's not going to tilt. It's not going to fall down. It's not going to move itself if you do not decide, to start to fiddle or play with it or push it down. Guys, I am telling you for free that this is one beautiful monitor I have found. And if you are right now, once again in the market, looking for something decent, I want to tell you that you can actually consider this monitor right here. Once again, I have to take a look at the name because it just keep, escaping me. It's the Dell P3421W curved monitor, ultra wide QHD, IPS monitor, 34 inches, massive monitor that you can use for your home office, for your schooling, for your project, for your design work. And if you are a YouTuber just like myself, this is exactly what you need. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be keeping this because I really want to upgrade my editing setup. I've actually been using 2 monitors, and yes, 2 monitors are great, but I kind of feel like if I have a beautiful display like this, ultra wide, it's definitely going to make my editing process a little bit better. I haven't tried it, but this is something I'm going to be testing out today, and I am definitely going to be keeping you guys in the know. Guys, this is something that you do not just go online to buy just like that. If you ever have to buy a thing like this, you have to be sure that you are buying from a reputable shop, and the Hardware Money shop is one place where you can get a beautiful thing like this. See, it has been tested. I have taken pains to take a look at it. I have switched it on. You have very minimal signs of use because it makes no sense to have a beautiful, thing like this. At the end of the day, it's going to be delivered to you, and you are going to be offended because on the base there are so much scratches. On the screen there are so much scratches, but this one right here, I'm going to tell you that it's in the best possible condition that a used item can be in. If I wouldn't tell you that it's used, you are never going to be able to tell, because these monitors are coming from some of the best organizations out there, organizations that have used these things with utmost respect. There are some organizations, they get monitors like this because they do not understand that, look, IT hardware like this ought to be treated with utmost respect. They begin to write on it. You see, the worker is disgruntled. He's not happy about his job, begins to scratch this base. And sometimes they begin to paste all manner of, sellotapes on the monitor. But this one right here has been well taken care of, used by some of the best hands in the industry. And I have been able to get them, and I'm passing it on to you. You can easily get it for free. You can easily get it on the Hardware Money shop. One place where you can get, a curved monitor like this. But I will warn you, this monitor is heavy. If you are not strong enough to take it alone, please don't be shy. Ask for help. Ask for somebody to help you lift it up, because if you are shy and you decide to lift it up alone, you might end up crashing it. And if you are not lucky, you might hurt yourself in the process. Guys, once again, if you're in the market looking for a responsible monitor, I want you to consider this monitor. I'm going to be leaving the link to this offer in the description. Feel free to check it out. Until I see you again in the next one, peace.